My first mistake was putting on eyeliner and mascara, and pretty much makeup at all. So I'm giving a lot of speeches and presentations, but this is by far the worst. So I'm going to be using notes for those who know me as a presenter to guide me and try not to tear up too bad. So a lot of you know me and you know William and our history together, but a lot of people don't know our entire history. So in 1997, I was 25 years old, so that was a really long time ago. I was working in Dallas, Texas for a temporary agency, the job placement agency. And one day I was helping another office and in walks the most cocky, the most arrogant, the most quick-witted man I had ever met in my life. He and I immediately bantered back and forth very playfully. And it was literally an immediate connection between us. It was so immediate that the two older ladies who were working there recognized the chemistry immediately. Well, it wasn't until 12 years later that we were married because our worlds just couldn't quite align. So finally, we got together 12 years later, thanks to the internet, because that's where he found me on all things but Yahoo Messenger. Who even used that? But I happened to look and there's Winkle, and my heart dropped. We were married, I think, within 9 months after that, and it has been quite the ride since then. For a little over 14 years, William and I shared a marriage that had its fair share of ups and downs, as is the case with most couples. However, throughout our entire journey together, not a single day passed without me feeling the depth of his love for me. And never did I feel that love more than the support he provided for me with my career in adult education, an industry I wouldn't even know today if it hadn't been for him. After completing my first master's degree, I found myself unemployed and lost. William told me, "You need a cause." So my reaction was, what kind of cause, like the environment or something? And he said, "No, you already have a cause, you just don't know it." And I was like, "Okay, what's that?" And he said, "Education." I think it's pretty appropriate that Deanne Sutton is here because the next day, I got online, had no idea what I was doing, typed in volunteer, education, Literacy Council of Tyler showed up. And I think within 3 days after that, I was volunteering, and probably about a month after that, I started as a teacher, and my career in adult education has expanded greatly since then. So I always do like to attribute it to him because I didn't know where I was going in life. One of my favorite memories of William is when he volunteered at the Literacy Council of Tyler. That was when I first became a teacher. I did teach 4 subjects. I didn't really know anything about math. However, he did. So I was a GED teacher, and he came in and he helped me teach math from time to time. He also came in and taught my students interviewing skills. But my favorite story is when he decided to teach math, and he was trying to relate to the students immediately and said to them, "Well, how do you use math in your jobs every day?" And one student, who was a very outspoken student, responded, "Well, I use it every day at Cane's Chicken." So he said, "Great, how did you do that?" And the student said, now keep in mind, William was expecting what? Money, right? That's probably what you would use math for at Cane's Chicken. This student said, "Well, we have to count the chicken tenders. You know, sometimes it's a 4 count, sometimes it's a 3 count, sometimes it's a 6 count." And my husband quickly learned, never assume anything in adult education. William, as we all know, possessed a sharp wit an abundance of random trivia knowledge, a fervent passion for cars, an adoration for dogs, and a genuine enjoyment of golfing. We both love trying foods and restaurants, solving life problems into the night, and we may or may not have dabbled a time or two in gambling in Shreveport. William was born in Dallas and he was raised in Grand Saline. He spent most of his adult life working in management, but towards the end of his life, he was able to work in the automobile industry. He enjoyed that the most. I'm grateful he ended his life doing something he loved. William was a collector of sorts. He collected Mickey Mouse items, he collected jewels, he collected watches, he collected, I remembered this morning, magnets, he collected guns, and at one point he collected cars. Maybe just a few more than he did. Keep hitting that microphone, sorry. His hat made him easily identifiable. His compassion made him easy to come to when you didn't have enough money for lunch. His cars made him joyful. His family made him whole. Many people were unaware that he was sick. While those closest to me know how much he hurt and struggled, causing me to hurt and struggle, my heart hurts to continue life without my husband. But my pain is eased knowing that William is no longer in pain. William is finally at peace. I just wanted to thank you all again for taking time to remember William and support his family. I would like to end today with a poem. ChatGPT may or may not have helped me with this. I'm going to put these on. I did pretty well until now. In memory of William, we gather today, honoring a life filled with passion in our own way. His love for cars and dogs always shining bright, he overflowed with a pure and light. Bound by an unbreakable love, his wife he adored, the bond forever cherished and forever restored. Mickey Mouse held a special place, a joyful connection, collecting memories and lifelong affection. Grateful to his parents and in-laws so dear, for their unwavering support always near. Guided by grandparents' love and strength they bestowed, shaping his character, a foundation that showed. Golf swings and pool cues, his playful delight. Mastering games with skill, bringing us delight in fortune's dance, he embraced every chance. A gambler at heart, living life's grand dance. Now we say goodbye to this extraordinary soul. May peace find him as eternity's bell tolls. Forever in our hearts, his love remains. Farewell, dear friend, as we release our refrains. Thank you.